And here we are joining a heat of the Fawley Challenge Cup, Clares Court School against Maidenhead Rowing Club. Fawley Challenge Cup for young athletes, quads, 8 oars. Once again, these gentlemen will be going down the course without a coxswain, so we'll see how they fare.
Clares Court, Maidenhead. When I see that you are both straight and ready, I will start you like this. Attention. No. Get ready, please.
And that's the voice of Mike Williams, the umpire. He'll be calling these 2 crews over and they'll soon be off.
Attention! Go!
An absolutely explosive power in these quadruple scull boats. Clares Court's Maidenhead, they'll be familiar with each other and they'll be both looking to really get out of the blocks fast. And it's Maidenhead that are going to have to make sure that they get the early steering. Mike Williams warning them with the crowd, but this is going to be a great race. Just been joined by Peter O'Hanlon to talk about it.
Hi there, Sarah. What a cracking start from Clares Court there. They got up to 50.5 strokes a minute as they shot off the blocks there. It looks to be paying dividends. They're a slightly heavier crew on the Berkshire station leading in this race so far. You can see them there in the green, grey and gold colours. What a great start from Clares Court there. Earned himself a solid lead, but I don't see Maidenhead giving up just this early in this race.
That's right, Peter. This is an early local derby we've got here. And Maidenhead now, they've settled down, they've sorted out their steering, and they're going to make sure they get into a rhythm. And Clares, you can see that they're pushing it on. They don't want to stop at any point now. This is match racing, this is gladiatorial, and they're going to make sure that they make advantage of this lead at this stage in the race, Peter.
Well, it's quite a quick start here, as we said, from Clares Court. Now, this is going to be a tight battle between the 2 of these crews. Clares Court were 3rd at the Fours Head in the junior quads event, and Maidenhead, who we're looking at here, they were 4th. So some blood to be spilled on this water as they try to make up for that 1 place difference between these 2 crews at the Fours Head in the junior quads event. But slightly heavier crew Clares Court there. We were talking about the wind earlier. Only ever so slightly a headwind coming downstream with the water, so these crews racing against the stream here, and that slightly heavier crew, it's an average weight of 12 stone 6 pounds in the Clares Court boat we're looking at here, over an 11 stone 8 pound boat in the Maidenhead boat. So it's going to be interesting to see how that develops, but Maidenhead, they've got a lot of work to make up that couple of lengths clear water that they're already falling behind Clares Court.
Yeah, absolutely. Watching here Toby Jones in the stroke, see Aled Richardson, John O'Cameron and Dan Gordon, and they will be looking to the side there, Toby, just checking where the crew is, checking where the boat is on the water to keep it straight. And I just noticed he put the rudder on and just shifted the boat's course a little bit to make sure he's in the right place, getting the best water he can do.
Victor Kleshnev in the stroke seat, nearest side of that shot there, having a quick look over his shoulder to see how far they've got to make up to catch up with Clares Court if they want to see the next round of this event for the Fawley Challenge Cup. It's certainly a long way they've got to go.
And as we see these 2 crews coming forward, there's the bowmans that come through first. They bow to the ones at the back. They're likely to be doing the calls. They'll be talking to their crews. But the amazing thing about the sport of rowing, when we're looking at a race like that, that the crew, the Clares Court crew that's ahead there, they'll be able to look onto the Maidenhead and they will be looking to control the race, Peter.
It's such a dominating position to be in, or commanding position to be able to look back and adjust your strategy as you go down the course and really start to think about what it means and when you need to conserve energy versus put in a power 10 or a surge for 10 strokes to really solidify their lead out in front. But this is quite a commanding position they've got. They've got a couple of lengths clear water there, so any challenge from Maidenhead will mean that an immediate reaction from Clares Court can be put down. We're coming up to some of the areas that will have even more spectators, so that moral support from the bank will always be important, and Maidenhead will have to rely on that and a solid finish if they want to contend for a place through to the next round.
And in the both these clubs have had success in the past in composite crews. That's not allowed anymore in this event. The crews have to be from one club only or one school only, and they're coming here, and it's Clare's Court. They have put a fantastic row together. We've seen them already strong this season, fourth at the school's head in this quad. But today, they're absolutely making sure of their heat at Henley, and they're pressing away from Maidenhead Rowing Club. Beautiful blade work there, Peter.
Gorgeous blade work. I love watching quads, particularly going off the start. We saw an exceptionally quick start from that Clare's Court boat there. As I said, they went off at 50.5 strokes a minute, and the technical ability required to do that, and maintain the timing so the blades enter the water and exit the water at exactly the same time as the rest of your crew, is absolutely essential in quads. Without that, you start to get really clunky and it all falls apart. But these guys are really demonstrating exceptional quad sculling here from the Clare's Court boat, and they really don't look under too much pressure here. As I said, able to react to any challenge from Maidenhead Rowing Club and making the best of it.
And Peter, as you look now, the Clare's Court have been pushed over maybe by a bit of a side wind, but they are very close to those wooden booms, and Maidenhead are just following them slightly as well. Clare's need to be a bit careful here, I think.
Yeah, they're not too far from the booms there at all. Just a slight clunk on those booms. We'll see the steersman in that boat not be very popular for a very long time, but if they can keep just a couple of feet away from that but not go too close, they should be pretty safe. See the bowman there, Dan Gordon, in the Clare's Court boat. Have a quick look, just wants to check how close is he to the booms. One great way of making sure that you don't veer too close is looking down along the line of heads in front of you and lining that up with the far distance of the start, and you can really tell where you are on the course there. But it is, just for peace of mind, quite good to peek over your shoulder once in a while and really know how far you are from those booms, so that you're absolutely certain you're not going to take your guys in and end up clipping your blades on the woodwork.
And seeing the pain there on Victor Kleshner's face, he's absolutely driving his crew forward in that stroke. So Maidenhead are going to determine to make the most of this heat. Anything can happen as Henley, and they're making sure that they're in the right place should Clare's Court stray off or lose anything in this event.
Well, they're all taking a peek over their shoulder in that Maidenhead boat. They want to know just how far they've got to make up, and it's going to be slightly disheartening to see that gap, but know that as they start to come into the enclosures, they're going to be starting to lift their rating, starting to really go for a strong finishing burn here.
And it starts to get loud for the athletes now. We've got good crowds here already on this Wednesday morning, this beautiful day here at the regatta. And this is the most that any of these young athletes will have raced in front of, apart from other times at Henley Regatta. It's the most amazing feeling. You can see the Clare's Court bowman just having another look now there, checking in from his steering, checking where his crew are on the water, and bringing them home safely. He'll be calling to them at this point about giving them the information on where they want to do, and you can see they're beginning to drive it to hope there.
Yeah, so Clare's Court still striking 35 as they come up to the last couple hundred metres of this race, but Maidenhead still striking 32. So my question for them is, when are they going to go? If they're going to really try and burn in for a finish to overhaul Clare's Court, it'll be a lot of work to do, but they're still striking 32 and they need one hell of a finish. I'd expect to see that rating go up to 37, 38 as they try to wind it in.
Absolutely, it's starting to move it, but here it is. It's Clare's Court that comes past the finish line, past that lollipop that's telling crews not to go there. That heat of the Fawley Challenge coat, Clare's Court beating Maidenhead Rowing Club, still sprinting to the finish there.